Hi everyone, I'm Farmer Jolly and welcome to a new series on Pallegney. Now, I do hope I'm saying the name right, but that's how I think it's said, so we're going to stick with that. Now, this series, we've got more old school equipment. We are playing with things like realistic weather, so you can see in the bottom right corner of my screen that the moisture retention of this field is bad. It's got 44.6% moisture retention, and its moisture is currently at 1.1%, and its ideal moisture is 12. Unfortunately, we are going to have to harvest because of the time of year, so we aren't going to get masses of a massive yield from it, and we've got 4 fields that we need to harvest. Now, the equipment that we've got this old New Holland TX32 with matching header, but you can see it's got 87% damage, so we are going to have to repair this and the header straight away, otherwise we're going to lose money. We've then got a little Landini 4-wheel drive with a harrow and an old baler. And then round here we've got a flat trailer to help us transport some machinery around, a little plough, and then this forage collection unit so we can do some silage work. We've got our little workstation, and then we've got a nice little Deutz-Fahr tractor with narrow wheels, which is going to be our fertilizing tractor. Everything it does is in desperate need of a clean. And then round here we've got a straw blower and a forage mixer for the cattle when we get cattle. We've got an old trailer, which again, that is going to need to be repaired because it's got 95% damage. And then we've got a mower for the back of the tractor, a windrow, an old tedder, this international harvester tractor, which is probably going to end up being our grasswork field. Then we've got a bale trailer here, a John Deere, which is really probably going to end up being our silage tractor, just because it's the only vehicle we've got that's got a front 3-point linkage and then the rear hitch, because we're going to need that so that we can have the trailer on the back and the collection machine on the front. And then finally in here we've got a seeder, a little Massey with a front loader, and a weeder. I don't think there's anything in here. No, this is where our chickens are. And we do have this little back box for the back of the tractors, just to help us move some bits and pieces around if we need to. So the moisture is dropping very quickly. We have got the got a fuel tank as well, which has got fuel in it. So yeah, the moisture is dropping quickly, so we need to crack on and get harvesting. So before we can do any of that, we need to service the combine and the header, because we are not going to be able to do anything with such a low damage, such a lot of damage. Can't think of the words there. So hopefully we are in the trigger. Yes, we are. So let's repair this. I forgot we can't. It's not actually charging us to repair anything at the moment. We won't repair that just yet. We do, however, need to revert the header in because it's not in the trigger. So if I just pull forwards, hopefully this will get this into the trigger. So we're going to just repair the vehicles as and when we need them, which is why we're leaving the Deutz-Fahr for now. Just didn't mean to jump into the tractor. I keep pushing the wrong button. Right, let's try and get around here. There we go. Right, repair the header. We might as well repair the trailer while we're here. We do need to invest in a pressure washer so that we can clean the equipment. But we need to make a start with harvest. And I've potentially got myself stuck. Yes, we have. Okay. Right, let's try and turn around down here. Bit more open. There we go. So we've got 4 fields that we need to harvest. We will be dropping straw so that we can get some straw bales. Now, I don't know how many we're going to get, but it makes sense to drop them, especially as we would like to get cows at some point. And we've got all the equipment that we're going to need. Now, we will try and expand the farm and the equipment that we've got, because we have got quite small equipment. But I want to try and stick to more old school equipment if we can. I just think it's quite fun to play with the older equipment, I think. It's how everything would have been done before all the modern technology took over. So, yep, let's just set that up like that, and let's start the worker. And this should... You haven't completed your task, you've not done anything. I don't know why it's saying it's completed its task. Maybe it's because it's... I think it's because the moisture's so low. Right, that's not ideal, so we're going to have to do this ourselves. But it shouldn't take us too long. I'm hopeful that we'll be able to get a worker to do some of the other fields. But we've got 2 wheat fields and then 2 canola fields. So we'll probably do the canola fields last. I think we'll get the wheat fields done first. And then come back to the canola, because the 1 wheat field is tiny. I mean, I think this is quite a small field, and the second wheat field is even smaller than this. So we'll get a couple of headlands done and start on the up and down rows. It's just a shame we can't use the worker. Actually, what we can do is, if we jump into the international, let's crash into that fence post, or that post even. Let's get ourselves out from here. We'll grab the mower. I might turn that off for the camera moving. It's just, I've got it on just to help, but it does move very quickly. So we'll repair this, and then we're going to send this over to the grass field, and hopefully we'll be able to get a work going. There we go. Right, so let's repair the mower and the international. And then the fields that we're going to, we've got field 92 and field 90, which are our grass fields. So we will quickly head on over and set a worker off on these. Now, I think we'll try to work out whether we do one. Yeah, we'll do 1 hay and we'll do 1 as silage. It's probably the best solution. It shouldn't take us too long to get there now, which is, it's quite a nice map where everything's far enough away that we know we've got to make the effort to get there, but it's close enough that we can still do it with the nice small machinery. So the plan will be, we'll set the worker off on field 92, and then once it's done that, we'll get it over to field 90, and then we will need to head the one field and windrow both, and then obviously the baler will have to go over to the one. Oh, what's going on here? Am I hitting the side? I think we were hitting the side. Just pushing us into the wall. So I believe the entrance to this field is actually just round here. So if I now activate this, hopefully that's going to make a start. Yep. Brilliant. We'll leave that to it. And we will jump back into the combine. And we'll get these fields done. Well, we've got to get them done today because we're in August and they're going to wither in the next month. So all 4 fields. Is it just the 4 fields that we've got? Oh no. We've got another wheat down there and another barley. That's going to make things a bit more of a challenge. What we'll do is we'll get the 3 wheat fields done, and then we'll come back. We'll get this. Oh, that's a canola, isn't it? We've got a barley and a canola. So where's the crop calendar there? Barley. That says we've passed the harvest season for barley. So is it ready to harvest or has it withered? No, it is ready to harvest. Okay. And that field apparently has been harvested. Okay, so that is going to make things a bit easier. So we'll finish here, and then we'll probably come over, get field 9 done, and then work our way back and finish in field 31. So it's going to be quite a busy episode because we've got to get so much done. But hopefully we can get it done before we lose the crops. So let's get these fields harvested. Right, so we've just got that first field all harvested. I forgot to mention at the start, we do have this little water trailer and cattle trailer. I forgot they were there. Let's just jump into the Landini as it's right next to us and unload the combine, and then we'll race over to the barley field, and we'll get that done. Let's just grab this. This trailer does desperately need to be serviced, so let's just try and pull under this as best we can. We are going to have to fix this trailer because it's very badly damaged. There we go. So we didn't fill the combine. There's not masses in there, but more than I thought we were going to get from that field, which is good. So we'll get this done, and we'll then hopefully be able to use a worker for the barley field. There we go. Unload this straight into the silo. Like so. And while that's doing that, let's jump in this, put the pipe in, and begin driving over. Let's pull up the map so we know where we're going. Definitely this way first. Actually quite a drive away. We'll get there and set this up on the worker, and then we'll check in on our worker in the grass field. I think this is going to be our best way, as long as I don't keep driving on the pavement. So, actually, it's going surprisingly quickly, this drive. So yeah, the plan is get over to field 9. We'll begin harvesting. We're actually going to be driving past our other wheat field, so that's been harvested. So I don't actually know if we got that wheat in the silo or not. I don't know what would have happened to it. We'll have to have a look. We know we only had about the 3,500-ish litres from that. Oh, it's baled as well, so we can actually collect the bales. Okay, so we've got quite a few bales from it. It is definitely harvested. So, let's get to field 9. Potentially use course play for the worker for this field. I will try just the normal worker, but if that doesn't work, then I'll give course play a go. And then we'll check on the grassland field and fix the trailer, because that's going to have to come over, because I think we're going to use quite a bit, or hopefully have quite a bit from this field. Right, we are here. I'm just hoping we fit over this bridge now. We should do. Yeah, it's not the biggest bridge, but we are good. I have to run over a little bit of crop there. And then we'll just park the header trailer about here, so it's out of our way. Then we can actually unfold while we are getting ourselves ready. Don't fall down the bank. There we go. And yes, the grass field worker has actually finished. It just flagged up saying it was all done. Are you going to do it? It looks like you are, because I'm not actually controlling it. Yes, it's fine. Perfect. And we're going to get some straw bales from this. So we're going to leave that worker doing that. This field is now all done. So, yeah, it needs to be tedded. We'll try and tidy up these little bits as we're here. For some reason she seems to have missed some bits. So let's get this done and move it on to field 90. And then I suppose we could start baling the straw. Just a few little bits down here, but it's done quite a good job. I don't know how much grass or bales or whatever we're going to get off this field, but we will find out. But the worker has done a very good job. Right, oh, bit down here, lift the mower up so we can go a little bit faster. And we'll might as well just get this bit while we're here. And that is the field done. So let's come out of this field and believe we've got to go this way, back over the bridge, make sure we get on the right side of the road. And we turn down here. I'm not sure why there are patches in a few of the fields. Because the wheat field that we own, the one we just harvested, that had a couple of patches missing. This is peculiar. It's also surprising how close we actually are to our farm. It is literally just there. So if we bought field 33 and field 35 at some point, we could put a track straight down to our grass fields. Here we go. So if we just pull in here, there we go, that's that, and we can start the worker off with this. Perfect. So there's the Landini. Let's get this repaired. Actually, what I wanted to do is I want to have a quick look. Should let the game save. How much wheat do we have? So no, I don't know what's happened to that wheat from the other field. We do actually have quite a bit of long planks, prefab walls and wood beams, and for some reason some cement bricks as well, which are all very profitable. We won't sell them just yet because I'm not sure what they are for at all. But they've got to be for something. So we'll have a look. But if anyone knows what they are for, please let me know, because I don't know. So that can go there, and then let's repair the Landini and repair that. There we go. So let's take this straight over to the barley field. We do need to get the straw bales up, but that can be done at a later time. The priority is getting the crops off the ground. So let's head back over to the barley field and hopefully we'll get these fields finished. Well, we've just got the Landini and the trailer over to field 9. The combine's not even 30% full yet. It has only done one headland, but rather than just sitting with it, I think what we'll do is we will jump into, yeah, we might as well use the John Deere, and we will grab the baler and get the sure bailed up, because at least we can make a start with that now. So the baler can only do 125 centimetre bales, but that is going to be fine for what we need to do. And yeah, might as well give this a quick repair. Hopefully that's in enough. Yep. So repair the John Deere and repair the baler. Right. Let's get ourselves positioned. And is automatic drop turned on? We will find out. We just turn that off. Make it a bit easier for us. I don't actually know how many bales we're going to get, but at this rate it doesn't look like we're going to get many. So while the combine is working, I just feel that we need to maximise our time as we've got the equipment and the vehicles. So we'll get this field baled, and then we can send the baler straight over to the barley field and begin baling over there. We will probably, with the Massey's, that's the only other bigger tractor that we've got. I say big tractor, I think they're all classed as small tractors, but it's bigger than the Deutz that we've got. We'll use that to collect the bales, and then quite possibly when no, I don't know. Once the bales are collected, we will need to begin. Oh, I went the wrong way there. We'll need to harrow the fields. That's all we've got at the moment. As our cultivator, it's going to be, I think it's classed as a shallow cultivator. So yeah, we'll need to do that so we can get planting for the next crop. But it's quite cool actually looking at that baler, how it works. You can clearly see inside. So I'm going to crack on with this, and yeah, we'll put this into a bit of a time lapse, but we might have to jump over to the Landini to empty the New Holland occasionally. So let's try and get this field finished. Now, we still haven't finished baling this. We are nearly done. We've done over half of the field, but we've only made, is it 2 or 3 bales? 2 bales. We are on the 3rd bale, which isn't very good. And what's even more concerning is the combine doesn't have the biggest capacity tank, and we've still not had to go and unload it. I have been keeping an eye, and the message hasn't flagged up to say we need to go and unload, which is saying to me that the yield is quite bad. So we need to find a way to make this farm, well, we need to improve the yield on this farm massively so that we can make a profit, because otherwise we're going to really struggle. I'm hoping that we can get 4 bales from this one field, but it's not looking promising because there's not much left at all. So we'll quickly get this done. Like I say, it won't take us too long now, and we might as well run this straight over to the barley field because we are going to need it over there. We can at least have a look as to how that combine's getting on. But I do quite like this this baler though, and especially all the equipment that we've got. Really, it's just something about using the older machinery and just farming a lot slower than we would with the bigger machines. Hopefully you're all enjoying. We'll all enjoy it as well. But let me know in the comments if you like this style of gameplay. We will be back with Pallegney Farm next week, hopefully. Just taking a bit of a break and thought we'd try something a bit new and different. But it's going to be a lot more slow-paced farming. We're not going to be using the biggest equipment. I know we've not got big equipment at the moment anyway, but on the other series, but it's going to be hopefully going to be quite a relaxed series, this. And I've just noticed the worker in the grass field has finished, and the worker in the barley field has 80% of a full tank. So we'll get this bit done. We will not be getting 4 bales from the one field, so we'll just spin around and grab that little bit, and then we can just take this straight over without unloading it, because we can obviously unload early, but as we've got to put more straw in, we might as well keep it there. So let's turn that off and race over to the barley fields. We'll get that worker unloaded, and we'll probably end up calling it there for this episode. But let's get on over there and see how the worker is getting on. Right, so yeah, the worker is doing remarkably well, but the worrying thing is it's done about half of the field and we've not had to empty it yet. It's just got its tank full, as you can see. So that was perfect timing, really. So we will find out how much this is holding, or the combine holds, but it doesn't look very promising. On the bright side, the work in the grass field has finished, so we got field 19, 21 and 31 still left to harvest. Now 19 and 31 I believe are the canola fields, and 21 is the final wheat field. So from here we'll probably head over, we'll do field 21, because as soon as the baler finishes in this field, in field 9, we can go straight over and bale field 21, and then once the combine is done in that field, we'll do 19 and then back to field 31 to finish it all off. So that's all done now, and the combine holds 5,600 litres, so not even a third of the trailer. We might get another full load, but that'll be about it. But we're going to call it there for this episode. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and I hope you're going to enjoy the series. I think it's going to be quite a fun series to play on. Like I say, it's going to be a lot more relaxed and slow-paced farming. If you have enjoyed the episode, if you could hit that like button, it would mean a lot. And if you've not subscribed to the channel yet, if you could subscribe, that would mean a great deal to me. And hopefully, we'll see you back here for the next episode. Thanks again for watching, and bye for now.